NittanyLionRoar with Extreme Panda here, and I'm doing this video in response to an interview request from Jonah the Bard on the Empires and Puzzles community forum as part of the hashtag Play Apart Together campaign. So here it is. This is the big reveal. I do have to say this isn't how I typically look because my beard is not usually this long. However, I work in a school and I promised the kids as long as we were out I would grow my beard, so it is actually a little bit longer than it usually is. And it's going to keep growing longer because they have announced that we're out of school for the rest of the year, so I guess I'm going to have to keep going until the end of the school year. But anyway, this video is for the hashtag Play Apart campaign, which if you guys don't know what that is, the World Health Organization has put out this campaign to gamers all around the world as just something to raise awareness for social distancing. So first and foremost, I just want to say my heart goes out to everybody who's been experiencing the effects of COVID-19, which is pretty much all of us, but especially to those who have been dealing with it directly, either from having been infected or those who are fighting for their life, or those who have family members or who have even lost family members, those who have been experiencing financial difficulties because of this, losing their jobs or getting pay cuts. My heart goes to all the essential workers out there who are really keeping the world running right now. Doctors, nurses, people who work in businesses that are continuing to provide us with food and supplies and things like that. So I'm thinking of all of you. This interview is going to be just a little fun thing that we do together, but please remember, everybody, we're all in this together. The way that we can all help get through this COVID-19 pandemic together is by social distancing. So stay inside, have fun, play some video games that you enjoy. But here we go with the interview. So there are several questions that Jonah has posed to me. I'm just going to read through the questions and give my answer to them. The first question is, how long have you been playing? So I've been playing since Christmas Day 2017. The reason I remember that is because I just got a new phone and I wanted to put some new games on it. This is one of the games that I put on it. I'm going to expand on my answer to this question though and say that I've been in Extreme Panda for 812 days as of the making of this video. I became the leader of Extreme Panda in 2018, so I actually wasn't the original leader of Extreme Panda. That was a guy named Waterdog. And when I started with Extreme Panda, I was right there at the bottom, just a regular old member. There were some legendary players who started Extreme Panda as just ground level competitive alliance that they intended to take to the top, Waterdog being the leader. There's also Samurai. Some of you might remember him or know of him. And then there's Thunderstrikes, who's still part of Extreme Panda right now, one of my co-leaders. So what's my current role in my alliance? My current role is I am the leader. When I became the leader, it was passed along to me so that the leader there could take a break. He didn't want the position back. He just wanted to take it a little easier. I never intended to stay the leader of Extreme Panda this long. In fact, I have tried to pass it off a couple of times, but at this point I'm pretty entrenched as the leader of Extreme Panda. Which hero are you currently leveling and how will you use them? Okay, this is gonna be kind of boring. I'm leveling Marjana. I already have a Marjana. I'm leveling a second Marjana because green tanks are a thing now and I just really don't have good red heroes. So she's just really going to be a backup for war. So I have another red 5-star hero for war. However, I am hoping for more exciting heroes to level in the upcoming weeks and months. I do want Melosi. I want Jabberwock, White Rabbit, Costume June, any of the new costumes really. I don't know if I'll get any of them, but I'll try. I'm saving up some gems for them. I'd like to see if I can get my hands on any of them. They're more interesting to level, so that's who I'm looking for. Which is your favorite hero in your roster and why? Alright, this question's asking favorite, not best hero. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Costume Quintus. And the reason is because he's my only 5-star sorcerer. So he's the only one I've been able to put emblems on, and the costume is just so cool. Have you seen that art? You should go check out the art on it. It's just really cool. But the thing I like about Costume Quintus the most is he does a really good Ursina impression. So he's got a really high attack stat. He hits all the heroes like Ursina does. But I know what you're thinking. He's slow. Ursina is average. However, the costume gives a mana boost that when you put with a level 29 mana troop, he becomes average speed. Now I know you can make Ursina even faster with a mana troop, but having an average speed Costume Quintus is pretty awesome. He does that attack down thing like Zaleen, which is kind of cool. So he's like a mix of Zaleen and Ursina. Do you have a particular memory of a great victory, a tragic defeat, or a moment of madness? Well, one victory I remember in particular was on July 18th, 2018. We were in the midst of a 28 war win streak. Over a period of 50 wars there, we had only lost 3. And so we were in a tight battle against Crystal Eagles. We were actually losing, and we needed a one shot to win the war and keep our streak alive. And it came right down to the final seconds of the war. We got the one shot, and then we won 4,552 to 4,506. So that was just like a heart-pounding thriller, one of the more memorable wars that I've been a part of. Which Season 1 hero would you recommend to a new player? Hands down, I would recommend Lyanna. I think she is pretty simple, but does exactly what you want in this game. When you need to take out a hero, she just takes him out. She's fast, she's very, very strong, has just a really high attack stat there. So one of the best things you can do in this game is kill opposing heroes, and that's exactly what she does. What can you see out of your window right now? Well, you're looking at it. It's my backyard. And actually, I'm pretty proud of this patio. My wife and I put this patio, and it's just kind of like a nice little area to chill and relax. I've got some lights strung up there that at the nighttime look kind of nice. Okay, if Petri and you were on a road trip, where would you be going, and what snacks would you bring? I think I would choose a road trip to the Outer Banks, which is a beach in North Carolina. Not just any beach, it's a very, very nice beach. And I think I would bring along dill pickle chips. No, I'm not just saying that for shock factor. I really, really like dill pickle chips. Petri, I don't know if you like dill pickle chips, but I'm sorry, that's what I bring along. I'm addicted to those things. If you could make 2 changes to the game, one realistic and one less so, what would they be? So first, the more realistic change, I think, I just experienced this in the last war, if you had watched my last war, where I was looking at my heroes, and I just thought out of the corner of my eye that they all had an attack boost, but actually some of them had an attack boost from Rigard, and some of them had attack down from Kingston. So what I would change is I would make the attack boost and reduction look distinctly different. And if you go take a look at what those symbols look like, they're both like swords, almost look the same. Well, it really confused me. I'd just make them kind of like how Zaleen, Horghal, some of those other heroes that have attack down. I would just use the same attack down symbol for everybody. Maybe the function of it changes just a little bit, but I just keep them distinct and different so that it's harder to confuse them. I know it's my fault though. I needed to have been paying attention to that, but I'm just saying. So the less realistic change that I would do, well, I would do Legends of the Game heroes. Could you imagine how fun it would be to summon a Zero hero, or Anchor, or Wormwood, or Julia, or the Chef, or maybe even NittanyLionRoar? I think that would be super fun, and I think that, I know it's a pipe dream, but I would love to see that one day. I think that would be just really, really cool. Be able to summon and play with Legends of the Game heroes. All right. If I gave you $1,000 to spend frivolously, what would you buy? Well, the easy answer is that I would probably chase Ursina. I think she is one of the best heroes in the game. I do not have her. I've tried to get her. I've never gotten her. I don't feel like I ever want to chase a hero, but if I could spend frivolously, that's who I would chase. That was the easy answer, but I think if I were to spend $1,000 on anything else, I've built my own computer, which was a lot of fun, but I built it mainly for function and power, not for looks. So I'd just go ahead and spend that $1,000 decking it out with some really cool like LED effects and cooling stuff and all that. I think it's just kind of fun to build computers, especially make them look really cool. All right, last question. This is a really strange and challenging time for all of us across the whole player base and all our communities around the world. How's your alliance been supporting each other or those around them? Well, first of all, I take a lot of pride in the fact that our alliance has been known as one where we've been really helpful and encouraging and positive anyways. We are competitive. We do expect everyone to follow the rules, expectations, and goals that we have. But we also go out of our way to help make sure that everybody's going to meet it. We don't just, kick people the first time they're having trouble with that. We work with them. I think especially during this time, it's been really important to develop relationships. What I've been really proud of in my alliance, and I want to thank my alliance mates, is that they've been particularly encouraging and positive during this time. I mean, if you think about it, everyone is under a lot of stress right now. There are people who are in trouble financially right now and maybe have been used to spending money on the game and can't spend money on the game anymore, or whatever may be causing them. Maybe work has picked up, and so I think it's really important to be flexible with the members of our alliance. So I've really seen a lot of my own alliance mates kind of pick up that banner and just lift each other up. It's easy to get frustrated at the game sometimes and lose your cool, but like when that happens, I like seeing other people kind of swoop in to say, hey, you know what, it's cool, it happens to all of us, you're good. Remember, there will be wars in the future, things like that. So I really like that. It makes this time a little easier, and taking a little pressure off the top, because I think in a competitive alliance like the one that I'm in, it can be really easy to have a fear of missing out, like you're not getting the good heroes, to be tempted to spend a lot of money. And this isn't really a time where you can spend a lot of money, or a lot of people can't spend a lot of money, or they really, really have to cut back. And so it's just kind of taking that pressure off of like, hey, you know what? Play with what you got. You're a good player. Just take the roster that you have and do the best that you possibly can with it. I think that's the most important thing. So anyway, I just want to say thank you to all my alliance mates about that. And then lastly, to all of you out there who are watching this video, I want to encourage you to play a part together, to be safe, make sure that you're social distancing. Let's put an end to this COVID-19 pandemic, and hopefully we can all get back to our normal lives soon. And that's it. I'll see you on the battlefield.